like when we close half very fast, it's not very fast, because if you look at all the trades we take, like when we take a trade, here's how it goes. I'll say this is my buy stop chat, and then if we get activated here at this level, I put a certain level is where I'm going to move my stops to break even and close 50%. So at that point, it's just up to the markets to decide how fast or how slow it's going to get there, or you know, until price reaches those levels for me to actually close half and move stops to break even. But it's not like I make a decision on the rip because I'm nervous or scared. It's just that we're prepared for these things, right? Because there's plenty of times where we have clean traffic driving down, but there's a little minor support to the left somewhere, and we have to be prepared for what happens at that level of support. Price could reject it at any given point to drive back up, but we know for a fact that you have that free range going down before price taps that level, right? For instance, if I take a sell here and you get a closure below here like this, or if I get on this candle here, and I understand that I'll understand that you have a support right here, right, to the left hand side here. So at this point, I'm going to move my stops to break even. You also have a wick fill there as well, so that's going to be in the range of, I think in this case, 9 pips, 10 pips. At that point, I'm going to move my stops to break even, because I understand at any given point at this level, since it's a minor support, price could reject. But the overall higher time frame idea behind it is that you have clean range going down here, which is this entire box here, because you're breaking back into the range, right? So you have an overall target, but you have levels where you got to be aware of in case price does reject. And if it runs, then it runs. But if it doesn't run, then you already secure your profits and boom, that's it, right? So that's how we kind of do it. But it's not always the case where we do close half, or not always the case where we do move stops to break even at those levels. Like it depends on the trade. Obviously, every trade is different. Every trade has its own variables, but that is basically why we manage risk the way we do. It's called advantage points. It's something we've been pushing out, and it'll probably be explained more in the website that comes out in 2 weeks here. But yeah, like we don't always close partials. We don't always close half. As you can see, like this right here wasn't a half closure, right? It just really depends on the trade. Like not every trade is the same. You can't just expect the same result doing the same thing every trade. It depends on the trade and the variables that trade comes with.